Another way you can monetize your Twitter account is to use Fiverr to make a gig where you offer to tweet your links on your Twitter account. So here's a gig I've made on my own Fiverr account, and I'll take a look at it with you right now. I just made this new gig. I've just got back into Fiverr, but I know these gigs can work really well, and I will show you that by looking at gigs other people are running. So you can see I've got a link in here to my Twitter profile, which has 16,000 followers today while I'm making this. I have upsells so that one person theoretically could spend $10, $30, $5 ordering my gig. I mean, theoretically, they could order all of it together and spend $45 making one single order, and all I'd have to do is send some tweets out for them. And I've tried in my gig to make a quick proof to show exactly how influential my Twitter account is. You can see it's got a nice clout score on it, celebrity level clout score. So I've sent them the essential things they need to order my gig. So all I have to do is have a Twitter profile good enough to get them to order the gig, and then have this gig up long enough to get some orders. If you are building your Twitter profile, you could share a direct link to your gig on your Twitter profile. So you could go just like this and put in a "want to have me tweet your link." Then you see it's a simple sell right there. And I just threw up the link real quick on this profile. And then I hit tweet. So I actually just posted that on my Twitter page. And now someone can come click on this and then say, look, I already know this guy's Twitter account. It's a no-brainer for me to order it. So it's a perfect system on Fiverr. Using this course, you build up your Twitter followers, and then you offer to promote it on Fiverr. Then you just throw a link up on Fiverr to your gig. It's a perfect little thing. But then the real money-making opportunity, I'll zoom out here, the real money-making opportunity, and I know a little bit about money-making opportunities on Fiverr because, as I'll show you here, I've spent over $5,000 ordering other people's gigs. So you can see I know what kind of gigs get ordered a lot, and it's the gigs that do helpful things like this. So tweet your link. Now check this out. Look at all of these gigs and look at how many orders they have. Look how many orders this one account has. So there's 12 orders in queue, 790 buyers have rated as 4.9 stars. Let's do a little bit of math on that real quick. And here's the thing, most people don't actually rate the gig. So let's do a little math just on the people that have rated the gig. So 790 times 5. That's $3,950 with this one gig. Now I'm going to guess. Let's check out the upsells first. So there's upsells too. So I'm going to guess at a minimum the ratings we've seen are a fifth of the actual money made. And that's based on my history. I've completed a good bit of orders on my gigs, not a lot. I haven't put much effort into my Fiverr account, and yet I've gotten a significant amount of reviews out of the gigs I've ordered. But people have ordered my gigs a lot more than they've actually reviewed. So even conservatively, let's take a look at this. So you're looking, she's made at least $8,000 minimum on tweeting links out on Fiverr. And this is just one gig on one person. Let's take a look at the rest of her gigs. She has 2 gigs, and that's a sweet thing. It's very simple. Now look, this gig has 1,000 ratings. Now, do you want to add 1,200? Do you want to add that into the amount of money she's made doing tweets on Twitter? I know off the top of my head that's 6,000 right there. And if you multiply by 2, you're looking, she's made over $20,000 by just tweeting on Twitter. So I'm showing you how to build this strategy up. And I have 2 Twitter profiles. You can see she has several Twitter profiles too. But I've got 16,000 followers already just in the last couple months doing this strategy. Now, she's been doing it longer. She's got 180,000 followers. But here's a sweet deal. You know this works. You know from looking at my profile and from looking at her gig, you can be sure that this strategy works to make money. And what I've shown you, the little power trick here of just tweeting out that you will tweet someone else's gig on your profile, then you can get those first few sales of your gig like I've got here. I just made this new gig. What's key is to get the first few sales of the gig, because you can see when I searched here, she comes up first. And now if I go by high rating, there's a bunch of other people doing this. And I'll go back to recommended. There's a bunch of other people doing this. Look, this guy's got 2,000 reviews on his. There's all kinds of people doing this successfully and making money with it on Fiverr. So Fiverr is an awesome platform to monetize and get paid to tweet. And you can see she's got diverse followers. But if you can get a niche, if you can show a niche on your gig, and I will make another gig showing a more clear niche. But if you can get a niche on your gig, like this guy says 100K real college students and 0% fake. Well, I might 1% fake just by luck. But here's the thing. He has a 72 clout score and works hard on his Twitter account. All you have to do is keep following people, following back, and tweeting to build that kind of score. You can see, even though my Twitter account's small, I have a 69 clout score, and that's off of my Twitter account about 50% and off of my Facebook page about 50%. So if I spent more time on Twitter and less time on Facebook, I could do that just off of the Twitter account. If you focus on Twitter, you can do that just off of your Twitter account for free. So how awesome is that? So the same thing with this guy, 2,400 buyers that have reviewed the gig. You can imagine he's made a lot of money tweeting, and you can know this is something you can repeat. It's not hopeless to get up in these recommended links. You can see some of these have very few reviews up here. 47. Now think about that. 47 reviews to be in the top of something like Tweet Your Link. If you can get up in something like Tweet Your Link, you literally should be able to get your friends and family to order your gig enough and review it to help get you up here in the search results. But there's some even more broad links. Let's just put tweet out and see what happens. So there's the same thing. There's big opportunity to push this strategy aggressively and get up in here into these recommended gigs on Fiverr. So I am excited to share this strategy with you. I am trying this strategy myself now just to verify with you that it works for me. I'm grateful you are learning about this, and I hope it's helpful.